NWA Fashion Week is asking models to come forward following allegations against a photographer they work with after 4 hidden cameras were allegedly found in his studio. Fayetteville police confirmed they have an open investigation, but say they cannot go into any more details right now. And we are not naming the photographer since they have not been arrested or charged at this time. 5 News reporter Nick Camper spoke with the CEO of NWA Fashion Week and a model about what they've learned.
NWA Fashion Week says they had worked with this photographer on multiple occasions.
What we are trying to do is learn what we missed.
Robin Atkinson with NWA Fashion Week says she was notified of the incident last Friday. A model had told her that she had found hidden cameras in a studio. She then assisted in calling police and informing other models of the situation.
For us, it was about making sure that people who needed to know first knew, and then expanding our circles of knowledge to the point that we have now made a public statement.
NWA Fashion Week placed that public statement on their Facebook page. Jessica Angelica believes she may have been one of those secretly recorded. She says police tell her they have more evidence to go through before they can confirm whether she was filmed. We typically do not identify potential victims of an alleged crime such as this, but Angelica says she wanted to come forward in hopes that others will too.
I feel no shame. I feel no guilt. I don't want the girls to feel any shame or guilt either, because this is absolutely 100% not on them. They are not at fault. They are definitely victims.
The Fashion Week CEO says some photos were from one-on-one photo shoots with the photographer, which she says has become a common practice.
Until this news came out, it didn't seem suspicious. It now seems very suspicious.
In Fayetteville, covering news where you live, Nick Camper, 5 News.
Again, Fayetteville police say they are investigating these claims but cannot comment any further due to it being an open investigation. NWA Fashion Week insists that models might have been photographed to contact Dana Scott with the Victim Services Program for Washington County.